Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a good video. And stop telling me I need a mic. I have a $300 mic right there. It's the space. I've got to figure out the right thing to do with audio in this space, and it's going to take me a while because I don't know anything about audio, nothing whatsoever. So I'm figuring it out. Just let me figure it out. Alright, this is going to be a good video. This is going to be a good video. DeMarco Murray is gone. What the hell are we going to do? This should not have been a shocker. It should not have been a shocker to anyone who understands free agency, understands football and things of that sort, of what happens in the off season and things of that sort. The Cowboys offered DeMarco Murray a contract. It was $900K more than Cole Beasley a year that he just signed. So it wasn't that much money, but there was no reason to think that DeMarco Murray was worth a lot of money at that point. We didn't know DeMarco Murray was going to do what he did last year. You didn't know. The Cowboys didn't know. Nobody knew that DeMarco Murray was going to get going to break the Cowboy record and get 1,800 plus yards rushing. It was a shock. That was a shocker. But the Cowboys knew, as he was going through the whole entire thing, every 100-yard game, when he get with those 100-yard games in a row, every touchdown, every time he was doing something great or whatnot, the price tag on DeMarco Murray was going up, 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 up. And they had a number that they were going to give him at the beginning of the season, and they wasn't going higher than that number because that's what the player they had. So I commend them more. Again, I want to go over 100%. I commend the organization over 100% for sticking to their guns, because it was the smartest thing to do. If you understand free agency, it's the smartest thing to do. Things get out of control with money. You know, he'll make all that yards throughout the season, and by the end of the season, on the contract year, you're asking for so much money, and you probably might be too much. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not. But most of the time it's too much at the end. You got to let the player play it out to see if it's true or not. But we knew that was happening. We stuck to our guns. We did the right thing by far. The only fault that I can find in the Cowboys organization in this entire thing was they should have been straight up to with DeMarco Murray. We would have bypassed a whole lot of drama, if they were straight up with DeMarco Murray. They knew what his price tag was. They knew what he was looking for. They knew it was like $8, $9 million, or maybe even 10 with the Raiders that offered him. They knew his price tag was way up there. There was no reason to tell him, go out and find offers and then come back and we'll see if we can match it, because that was BS. We had our number, and that was the number, and we should have said, DeMarco, I'm sorry, we're not going past this number. We appreciate what you did for us, and we wish the best for you. And I guarantee you, if we had done that to DeMarco would be in Jacksonville or Raiders. You know why he's in Philly? He's in Philly because of the disrespect, because they wasn't straight up with him. He was in Philly because the organization, he feels, I'm not saying we were, I'm saying he feels disrespectful because the organization wasn't straight up with him from the get-go. So he feels disrespected by them because they don't want to give him what the market says he's worth. The fans disrespect him. I've been so disgusted with Cowboy fans in these last few weeks, and no, since last year when they did it to Ware. But they are relentless, talking trash and tearing you down after all you did for the organization. They will trash you like you've never been trashed before. And I'm just trying to figure out every time, this means class. Where's the class in that? Where's the class in that? So it's the disrespect from you, the fans, and from how he feels like the organization disrespected him. Now we're going to have to deal with that. Now, the part of this week, now this has been a tough week for us, don't get me wrong. I'm praising the Cowboys organization for what they did and all that kind of stuff, but this is a tough week for us, and we got to get to work, because DeMarco Murray leaving was inspected. Us losing our linebackers and him going to Philly wasn't. So now we got to deal with him, and we got to deal with him with some new guys that we have to go out there and we have to find. We have to find the right guys for this system, for what Marinelli is going to do. Now again, we've been doing a good job at that. I don't think it's going to stop, but it's still a lot of work to do. We can't say, oh wow, we're still where we were last year when we don't even know who's playing defense yet. That's not smart. So what do we do now? I put a tweet out yesterday. I said, right now we're 8-8. Oh, they got mad. Oh, they got mad. Turn to your Cowboy fan card and go. No, I can't say that we are better than 8-8 when that much production is gone out of our offense and we don't know where it's coming from. I'm not that cocky. I can't do that. Can we replace that? Oh my God, yeah. But we haven't at this point. And until we replace it, put it in place, teach it how to work, and put it out there and see it in action, that's when we know we got what we need to get back to where we were. Right now, we have a question mark because we don't know. We don't know. And even if you do the greatest job in drafting, you still could miss. And we can't miss on the next Trent Richardson. We can't miss with the next Darren McFadden. We can't even miss with the next Mark Ingram because we don't have time for, in the Romo window, we don't have time to let him get groomed. You know, I would take, by the way, I would take Darren McFadden right now. I would take Darren McFadden just to see, very cheap contract or whatever. But two things with that production. I don't want Romo's passes. I don't want Romo to change in any way, shape, or form whatsoever. I want the same exact Romo that was out there last year. You know what I'm saying? I want the same guy who ran the offense and I don't want no more attempts. I don't want any more of those audibles and all that kind of stuff. I want exactly what Romo gave me last year because in my mind, he was the best that he could be. He doesn't play quarterback like I would want him to play quarterback. So I'll have issues. Like for instance, the Green Bay game. I would have teach my quarterback to hit Cole Beasley for the first down instead of going deep to Dez. Hit Cole Beasley for the first down and then run, and walk the ball in the end zone, leaving Aaron Rodgers no time on the clock. That's what I like. But Romo is not that guy. And when he chose to go to Dez, I was like, that's not what I would have done, but still, that was a good play because he works on it all the time. Dez, he saw something he liked, he put it in the right spot, and it should have been caught. The only other thing is we could have scored too quick and then Aaron Rodgers would score, but still, I want that Romo back because we can win with that Romo. The Romo of the 8-8 years, we can't win with that Romo. We can win with the Romo of last year, and I want him back. The second thing was our defense. Our defense took 116 less snaps last year than the year before because of that production in the running game. That big, I got a vision of a big pie chart of the production of the passing game and the running game, and we have to replace that pie part of the running game because that's what kept our defense on the bench, quiet, chilling, not out there being exposed. But if we don't have those 392 carries, then all of that stuff breaks down. And let me tell you something about 392 carries. The 392 carries ain't just gonna come. You can't just hand the ball off 392 times in the season. Well, if you hand the ball off 392 times in the season, that means your running game is successful because you are doing some serious chain moving. If you're not chain moving with the running game, then it's not doing anything because you're getting beat on third down. So we got to make sure we do the same exact thing, drain the clock, keep the defense down, keep Romo's attempts down, keep those audibles down, low, and come back and do this and use the same type formula that was the most successful formula that I've seen within this Dallas Cowboys organization in a long time. A long time. So yeah, A rookie, we have to go rookie. We can't go free agent running back because it doesn't make any sense. If we're going to I said it before, if we're going free agent running back, find the money for Murray and let's do it that way. There's no sense of paying somebody else almost what we was going to pay Murray. That doesn't make any sense. Get a rookie running back. Have them for 4 years on a rookie deal with our offensive line and just leave it alone. And then you have a budget for those guys for a good minute and you can work on the defense and other stuff. Only rookie running back, but you have to get the right running back. You do. I can't stand, the last thing, I can't stand the ignorant statements of anybody can run behind this offensive line. Our offensive line is so great. Everything, I'm done with that is so ignorant and dumb. It was ignorant and dumb back when they used to tell me that Emmett wasn't any good, that he was only good because of his offensive line, and I punched you in the face after you said that. And it's just as ignorant and dumb now. You need a good running back with the offensive line. A bad running back can't find the dang holes. The bad running back don't know how to set up the second level of the defense when you're trying to make it through the first row. A bad running back can't will mess up an offensive line. So you need a running back that takes advantage of what the offensive line does, and you need a running back that fits exactly what they do together and make sure it works. And once that works, we're back on. We're back on because we built this team correctly with the offensive line. And you know how much I've been waiting and hoping for that. If you've been watching my videos from way back in the back, in the old days, I've been wanting this offensive line because with the offensive line, you have the flexibility to do just about anything you want. The same goes for the defensive line. You have a defensive line, you have the flexibility to do a lot of things on defense also. So in the draft, we're probably going defensive line all heavy on also, and then we're going to get this stud running back to do what we got to do. And then we will be even better than we were last year in the future. I just feel it. It's too many good decisions, too many right decisions are happening. We might take a small step back. Don't you fret. Don't you fret, because we'll be moving forward sooner than you think. All right, holla.